Uh, Culture-wise, okay, so one thing I genuinely liked from, I guess, day one was the whole, like, just like as Rishi spoke, right? The amount of trust in the system, right? Like how much you're trusted from day one. That really, because I was coming in with like an expectation of, just a rookie with like all my expectations were set like from these corporate jokes that people make on Instagram, like, oh, your boss is going to be a shit person, oh, your manager won't trust you, or your senior engineer is going to bully you or something. And I came in here and I saw a completely different scenario. It kind of felt like too good to be true stuff, but in the long run, I've seen like, yeah, there is a lot of trust that is placed on you. It's like that's I remember my one of my one-on-ones with Varun, and he said, "Ki, dude, it does not matter how good of an engineer you are. If your team does not trust you, it's not never going to work out." And that somewhere like flicked a switch in my head that oh, it's a whole the whole game is about trust, and that's how our teams are set up. So that's something I really like. Um, right from the day you join, you're kind of trusted and you're kind of expected to keep that trust. Like no matter if things are going to break, things are never going to work out. It's engineering, right? Like we write code that is meant to break, and it's like day to day, like you will have failures, you'll have various problems, but at the end of the day, it's like the trust you build with your colleagues that kind of helps you wake up again, come to the desk again, and then start again. So that's something I really like that whole aspect of psychological safety, where it's okay to make mistakes, it's okay to like ask questions, it's okay to look dumb, but still you have like a trusting set of colleagues that kind of understand what you're asking and kind of help you out no matter what. That has like that's the main um, value I really love about like our culture. I think everything stems from here. All the values we talk about in general, like giving 120% or like one team. I think everything starts from like this one central piece of everyone trusting each other. So that's something I really that's the reason I stayed, to be honest. Like I heard stories from my friends doing internships and how like their teams were operating, and I found that this is actually a very rare thing, that having a team that trusts each other so much and make sure that trust is like that's the one value always try to protect, that no matter what happens, I'm not going to let my teammates trust break. So that's pretty important to me. Another one that resonates with me a lot, us being a startup, is like the whole idea of giving 120% is like everyone does good work, everyone tries to do something, but even in these small things, when you try to find those little scopes of improvement, those little like slivers of, okay, can I push a little bit more? Can we just improve this a little bit, improve that a little bit? That kind of keeps like inspires me a lot, to be honest. Because that's the kind of work I was looking for when I was trying to find an internship, some place where I could, have that scope of pushing beyond what I could do, right? It's not just coming in, doing what you're supposed to do and going out. It's also like having just those little slivers of like even those gaps, right? Even finding those gaps and having just the opportunity that you can push through them and create value and stuff like that. So yeah, these two are probably my favorite. I think the trust one is pretty central because everything stems from there. That's that's yeah, that's what I love about our culture.